Well, hey, I want to thank you all personally for popping in this afternoon here in my time zone. I'm in the mountain region, so it's just after 1 o'clock here in the afternoon in beautiful Canada. Many of you from various different parts around the world in some cases. Mr. Solomon, nice to see you out there, sir. And a few others that are just joining us on the call. So we wanted to make this call available for people in the international community that are not able to make the 9 o'clock Eastern time due to the fact that it is late and some people are sleeping in various different parts of the world. So we made this available to you. So what I want to do today is I want to talk about a really powerful concept in the home-based business industry. And I really trust many of you have been in the home-based business industry for some time, or you may have experienced it in some which way, shape, or form. I've had the great privilege and honor of being in this industry for approximately 45 years, almost a half a century of my life being in this industry, believe it or not. Not bad for a guy that might look 27, but I'm probably 92. People call me Yoda, believe it or not. Some of my friends call me Yoda in a fun-loving way because hopefully after 45 years, you've gained some wisdom. So I graduated from nitwit marketer to network marketer to corporate executive to back in the late 90s, early 2000s, one of the top marketers in the world. I've had many great students along the way, Russell Brunson, Todd Falcone, Jack Canfield, people from the movie The Secret popped through to see what I was doing because the work that we were doing back in the late 90s stimulated the movie, the book, The Secret. You might have heard that. Rhonda Byrne created a book and a movie, and it was on all the talk shows. Well, I'm one of the causes of that effect, I guess. So there's a whole history. There's many chapters. I could write a book on the experiences. And so over 45 years, you take in a lot of data, a lot of information if you're in tune. And I chose to be a scholar of this industry, I think, than just a participant in this industry. So I have a passion. This is my life's passion. I feel really excited about it. And I really wish they taught this information in high schools, colleges, and universities around the world. So the youth of this generation would have way better options than they have today. I think we're setting them up for failure through the educational system, but that's just my personal opinion. So a few of us got together, a few professionals that basically dominated and controlled this industry in different segments of it. We got together, we had a powwow session. I want to give you a little bit of history how this worked. And we got talking about, what could we do to leave a legacy company behind in this industry? And the first thing we had to agree upon is, can we work together? There's 6 people behind this outside of the rumors you hear out there on the internet or some fake, there's some fake review sites out there on the internet. I am not the owner of this company, just so you know. I'm one of the developers, founders of this company, creators. I'm one of the partners in the company, but I'm not the primary owner, just so you know. I just like to keep things clear because it's good that you all know the facts here. So anyhow, keeping that in mind, we got together, we had a conversation. We wanted to see if we liked each other. So after a multitude of conversations with each other, we realized we really liked each other. We realized we had the brain power, we had the resources, we had the business acumen to do something that had never been done before in the industry, and that's create something, pretty proactive for, subscribers around the world. Most companies are designed not for the average person. They're designed for superstars and those that are really good at manipulating the different concepts and marketing plans and marketing systems. But we wanted to get money into people's pockets. And so the really cool thing that we have here, before I pull up the slideshow in front of you, is we are addressing the 2 biggest problems in the world in the home-based business industry. We are addressing the 2 biggest problems in the world that is preventing people from making money and all these other great business opportunities, not all the time, but most of the time. So what I'm going to do right now is I hope to pull up a screen here, show you what we got going on here, take you into our environment, our community. So welcome to We Got Friends. This is something that is brand new and free launch, and then it'll go into pre-launch, and then it will go into launch. Okay. And in free launch, what we're doing is we're building a global worldwide database. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over the world now. In less than 14 days, we'll be heading towards 30,000 people in no time here, which is kind of crazy for about 12 days work. 30,000 people, 25, 30, over 20. I don't know what the numbers are right now, but it's getting pretty exciting. Pretty pumped up about it. And, words catching on, positioning and timing is everything in life. And here we are in 2023. There's not a lot of great business opportunities out there on the internet to the mainstream subscribers. Maybe in little pockets of communities out there, there's great business opportunities, but mainstream affiliate marketing, network marketing that people really know that exist out there, there's really nothing. Things are flat. We're seeing in the MLM community that, downlines are dying, companies are losing people left and right. The attrition rates are extremely high, meaning people are quitting a lot of different programs out there in the industry. They're looking for a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and it just seems to be history repeating itself. Join this, join that, join this, join that. Nobody makes money. Join this, join that, join this, join that. Nobody makes money. And then one of the hardest parts, after burning your credibility and your integrity up after a while of pitching new deals to the same people, they didn't want to hear from you anymore. You basically classify yourself kind of in the NFL club, no friends left. Okay, so we realize that the big problem out there today is people join business opportunities. They're excited. They think this is going to be their golden ticket to paradise. Then all of a sudden it becomes flat for them. They fade out, and then they try to escape the pain psychologically to subconscious level. So due to the addiction in the online community, they throw themselves into another business opportunity, hoping something is going to be better. Well, it doesn't work that way. It's all about skill set. It's all about knowledge. It's all about application. But more importantly, it's all about people. So what we do is we compensate for all the downfalls in the industry as we look at it. If any of you know anything about the home-based business industry, you will see that there are some serious downfalls in this industry. Let me go back here. The big one is, who do I talk to when I join a business opportunity? The number one obstacle, no friends. Who do I talk to? How many times can I go to my Facebook friends before they basically block me? Right? How many times can you go to your family and friends before they don't want to hear anything from you anymore? So all of a sudden you're caught up in this addiction and nothing's happening in the world that you want to create, which is a paradise. That's not happening. The second biggest problem in the industry that you're going to see after people are repelled from our, constant behavior of reaching out to them saying, hey, we're going to get rich. Hey, we're going to get rich. Do you want to join this? Do you want to join that? People will be repelled. But the big thing is, how do you close people? That's one of the big obstacles in the industry. What is the mechanism you're using to get inside somebody's head at a subconscious level? Because when you're in sales and marketing, you don't sell to the conscious, you sell to the subconscious mind. If you understand anything about how the brain works, get the subconscious to say yes, because the subconscious only knows how to say yes all the time, 100% of the time. It'll say yes to the no, and it'll say yes to the yes. And I can teach you that in a training call another time. So anyhow, how do you close people? Most people don't know how to close people. Most people have not developed the skill set to become autonomous, to become creative, to become powerful communicators, to get into what I call something called intellectual intercourse. If you've ever been working with people, like if you've ever gone dating, or if you've ever worked in a work environment, who has the biggest paychecks? Usually the best communicators and the brightest minds. Okay. In everything we do. The other people are just laborers, just doing time and space in a particular whatever it is. All right. So we got the mechanisms here to close the deal between Dave Dubbs and myself. We teach people how to invite people to our presentations, our short 1.5 minute videos. Everything is done on your behalf pretty much, probably 99% of the time. And, I think people are very, very, able to say yes to a free opportunity to assess and evaluate. The beautiful thing about this business opportunity, which makes all other business opportunities out there on the internet look Jurassic Park and old and outdated, is the fact that we don't ask people for money. There's no closing for money here right now. We want people to go through an evaluation, talk to their family, make sure they're making the right decision for them. You can go through an evaluation for 90 days before you commit to anything. We're not like those other companies out there that say, hey, join our program. Hey, it's great. Comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like what we have, we give you your money back. That is absolutely pathetic marketing in my book. I would never do that to my family. I'd never do that to my friends, knowing what I know now. There should always be a free open house, like evaluating a brand new house on a street, taking the car for a test drive. When I test drive a car, I usually get it for 2 days, not 2 minutes. Just because I have the connections to do that. I really want to make sure, if I'm going to part from money, I want to make sure the right thing is to do what? Is to basically be, appreciative of the opportunity available. So what we've done here to solve the biggest problem in the world, which is, who do I talk to? We've aligned ourselves with one of the largest media sources here in North America. And what they've guaranteed us is delivery of whatever we need as far as prospects. Somebody asked me the question, well, what if you have 100,000 distributors? What if you have 10,000 distributors? No big deal. Right now, we can get up to 14 million leads a month if we need to. All right. But anyhow, that's another story for another time. So the beautiful thing here is, if you don't want to go out and learn how to advertise, if you don't want to go out and promote, if you don't want to be paying all these agencies to get bad results for you, we guarantee you 100 new friends per month to look at your business opportunity. These are people that requested information. They requested information, time dated, stamped. We have their first name, their last name, their email address, their phone number, which I believe is a cell phone number. We have their mailing address of their house, where they're at, located. So you can use a postcard system if you want, whatever it is you want to do, and their time dated stamp. We can tell you exactly when they filled out the form, right down to the second. All right. 100 new friends guaranteed every month. That's every marketer's dream. Every marketer's dream, every network marketing, every affiliate company's dream is to have all the prospects developed, created, flowing for that particular promotion. You can also use the leads for everything and anything you want. All right. Any other companies, you can use them for whatever you want. And it's not about just using the leads once. Somebody said, well, what happens if I phone the leads, or I text the leads, or I email the leads and I don't get anybody, or they no good? No. I communicate to those leads 7 times before I take that list and give it to somebody else. 7 times is the magic number. I'll give an example. I do not check my email address. There's email addresses I haven't checked in 3 years. My main primary email address, I look at it maybe once or twice a month if I'm lucky. I have no time for email in my life. Okay. Life is too short to be sitting there in email, but I respect people doing that. I'm not one of them. So timing is everything. You don't know if people are looking at their emails or not. So communication is paramount in everything we do. The Digital Hacks video training library, I really love this. The reason why I love it is because I kind of take pride in my training, the work that I've done in the community. I've had over 3 million people in my downlines. I've sold, I don't know, $2.5 billion, $2.7 billion worth of products, not for me, but for other companies and things like that. But the whole point being is there are systems and methodologies. There are communication techniques and phrases. There are words of power, words of life that basically allow you to dominate, control the conversation. There are questions you can ask. Most people don't know how to do these things. That's why most marketers, I'd say 95, 96% of the marketers on the internet absolutely suck. It's not their fault. It's just they've been buying all the wrong training material. We can change that between Dave Dubbs and myself. Unique, original content, short, sweet, right to the point. Your skill set should increase 1,000-fold for any other business opportunity you're building. All right. All right. So we have a couple things here. You get to evaluate and assess this business opportunity for free for 90 days. It's not in your best interest to do that for 90 days, and I'll explain why in the compensation plan. But can you do it? Yes, 90 days. You can sit in here and evaluate, assess, and never pay a penny. At the end of 90 days, what happens to you? You are deleted or purged from the system. All right. So what is the subscription fee? If you guys are going to train me, if you guys are going to supply 100 leads, if you guys are going to give me a lead store, I didn't even tell you about that. We're going to give you a lead store, a separate website that will give people a directory of all the different types of leads you can sell people. You might have clients out there on the internet. You might be a part of another business opportunity where you're building it online and all your people are sitting there paralyzed. There's a truth behind dead downlines don't lie. Now you can basically be the source of providing people for those companies and people in your downline that are going to perish and evaporate real soon if you don't save them. Okay, you have your own lead store. What does that mean? It means you'll be able to sell leads such as weight loss leads, mom leads, dad leads, male leads, female leads, real-time leads, telephone verified interview leads, all kinds of leads. Do you know that real estate agents pay big bucks for leads? I know guys out there right now that spend $80 just for one lead. I know car dealerships that pay $75 for potential buyers of cars. They're buying leads. I have friends that own car dealerships. I'm pretty connected. So you're getting leads for next to nothing for people that have requested information about making $3,000 to $7,000 a month. Use an electronic device from home. And that makes a lot of sense because the world is shifting to the cell phone. The cell phone is our universe. The cell phone is our source of information. It might as well become your source of financial, delegation, if I may use that word. Use your cell phone. If you're pulling in $3,000 to $7,000 a month on your cell phone, I only use the computer for one thing, and that's to come to these Zoom calls. Outside of that, I use a computer for nothing. They're no use to me anymore because my cell phone has replaced everything in my life just about that I need in regards to a computer. So here's how it works when you decide to activate on your own time frame within that 90 days. We got friends. You become an independent consultant. You get 100 guaranteed new friends each and every single month. So you have 1,200 guaranteed per year to work with. If you want more, you can buy more. You could have 300, 400, 500 a month if you wanted to. You can buy more additionally and get them wholesale cost. You get your own digital lead store where you can make retail sales. The legal attorneys love that here in North America. Digital hacks training library. Well, you might as well work with the Bruce Lees of marketing. We're 9th degree black belts in the art and science of dominating and controlling the industry. And I say that with a smirk on my face. There's a lot of great trainers out there, but they would never do for you what we can do for you for this price tag. One of my buddies charges $25,000 for his training courses. I do mine for next to nothing, and I can still teach you how to make more money than he can. All right. We have the LinkedIn Bio Savings Club, and you get all of this for $69.95 a month. So imagine having your own business and the overhead is only $69.95 a month. Did you have to dish out the $72,000 for the software to run this? Did you have to build the websites, create the videos, create the creative team, create the video team, create the infrastructure? Did you have to have the processing, the merchant processing to do all this? You're getting everything done for you. You're getting easily a $150,000 package for $69.95 a month. One-time $20 setup fee. Absolutely ingenious. Okay. Again, Digital Hacks Library. We got friends. LinkedIn Savings Club. Now, I want to tell you what the LinkedIn Savings Club is. If I could go back in time, let's say I wasn't smart enough to figure out the leads program here. Let me just see if I can move this video feed and tap to get this thing to move forward here. Here we go. The LinkedIn Bio Savings Club. I would start a business opportunity on this one product and one product only. And maybe one day I will. This is absolutely ingenious based on the fact of everything, all the clues I've been giving to you. This kind of reminds me of the Da Vinci codes. I'm the guy that comes in here and gives you all kinds of clues to creating wealth. Some people pick up on it and some people are half asleep. And, every time I speak, it's amazing, but I'm giving you more knowledge, more wisdom, more Yoda stuff than you'll ever find in any other Zoom call. I'm giving you clues to wealth here, people. This here alone, the LinkedIn Bio Savings Club, is genius. Why? Because you have to understand the bigger picture on the canvas here. You're not just looking at a sailboat in water. You got to understand why the picture was created the way it was, why the boat was angled the way it was, why the sail is up or why the sail is down, why the sky is blue or why the sky is dark, why the moon is out or why the sun is shining. These are things that I look at when I take a look at business plans. The average human being doesn't have any comprehension of what I just said to you. All right, I'm telling you. So here's the really cool thing. I told you earlier, we live in a cellular society. The world is functioning on cell phones. Well, the world is changing. I can tell you here in North America, shopping malls are closing down. Car dealerships are going out of business. People are realizing that the real world is now becoming an artificial world. I think Facebook's taking advantage of it with, what is that thing called? Meta or whatever he wants to do, the metaverse. So the whole point being is the retail sector is moving to the online world. Skip the dishes, Uber Eats, DoorDash. All this food can be delivered to your house now. Grocery deliveries, you don't have to go out. You don't even need to go to work anymore. You don't have to go for dry cleaning. You don't have to do anything anymore. It's all on your cell phone. It comes to you. Isn't that amazing? So the stores, the grocery stores are all suffering right now. So what's the new in trend, the direction of the world? The direction of the world is to dominate and control your cell phone. They talk about TikTok and how TikTok has infiltrated the cell phone. Well, guess what? Every retail sector wants their app on your cell phone. I won't do it, but my kids did it. Dairy Queen and McDonald's on the cell phone for the apps. You know why they do it? Because they have eliminated all the traditional middlemen in advertising. Once their app is on your cell phone, they never have to pay for advertising ever again. What's my point? My point is, in return for you putting somebody's app on your cell phone in your cellular universe, they're willing to give you discounts because you're saving them millions and millions of dollars in overhead. The average person would never even learn that in Harvard Business School. Isn't that amazing? So what's my point? My point is, check out what we got going on here for you. Go to Papa John's Pizza, for example, if you're into the fast food items on a Friday night to watch a football game or a sporting event, or just maybe you're sitting around the family and you don't want to cook. Your invoice is $63, but you flash your phone at the counter. They give you like $20 off or $17 off, down to $47.29. All because you're carrying their app. It's a privilege, right? To be on your cell phone. The Hilton Nashville Airport Hotel. I'm going to be traveling across the country here soon, and I'll be driving because I don't like to fly. No, I want to drive because I want to see the country. But anyhow, hotels are going to be like expensive here in Canada, not $136, maybe like $300-400 a night. But if you have an app, you can take that $136 down to $50 when you check out for $85 in Tennessee, Nashville, Hilton Airport. Pretty cool, right? And then here's one that's really important. What are the biggest expenses in people's lives? Try running your own home that you own. Pay the utilities every single month. Pay the property taxes, well over $10,000 a year, depending on where you live. Try paying for, maintenance. If you need to, you're bringing landscapers in, snow shovelers in, whatever it is. If you have a pool in your backyard, you're paying for pool maintenance, all kinds of things. It's very expensive to own a property or to rent a property or to have anything to do with a property. Car insurance, very expensive. Home insurance, outrageous. I mean, home insurance is almost $500 a month just for home insurance. All right. Car insurance, depending on how many cars you have. Well, let me give you a couple of examples here. Dave Dubbs, he's one of the partners in this company here. He's out of Tennessee. Well, guess what? He found this really cool app on the internet because we created a bio savings club, consumer savings club, putting all these apps in the back office that will allow you to save money on all kinds of things, from medical, dental, everything, gasoline, everything. Well, Dave, for fun and giggles, we were on a Zoom call one night without you all. Dave pulls up the app and he punches in his regular premium price that he's paying his insurance company. Well, we didn't know whether to go to the bathroom or go blind when we saw that. You know why? Because he had a $345 a month savings, not a year. This guy drives Aston Martins, AMG, Mercedes, $700,000 in cars, probably $345 per month. 6 vehicles, saving $4,140 a year. Just multiply it times 12. Do you see what I'm saying? This is a humanitarian cause for me. For some people, they're just sitting there saying, wow, whoopie-doo, it's just another business opportunity online. No, it's not. This is not a game changer. This is a lifesaver. Jordan in Maryland runs her 2 boys around to school, soccer and whatnot. She has a cashback app for her gasoline for her little minivan, running the kids around like a stay-at-home mom. $76 back in her bank account using the app in 6 weeks. The price of fuel in Canada was almost $11 a gallon. It was funny watching the Americans crying at $4 a gallon. I don't think it was ever $4 a gallon in the last 35 years in Canada, period. And I guess for those of you that live in Europe, the UK, various different parts of the world, I bet you pay more than $1 a gallon. And I'm being sarcastic there. You're probably paying $8 to $9 to $10 a gallon. All right. So anyhow, Jordan saved $76. You have an app that you can use, share with your family, friends, loved ones. Let them save money too. Money is so important to families nowadays more than anything. And then here's something I was thinking about today as I was driving my boy to high school today. I was sitting there saying, you know what? If I wasn't in the position in life I'm in and I needed to make money, I would be doing what Jamie in Ohio is doing. I would scoop up all these applications, and one in particular. I'd go out there on the internet, or I would take these 100 leads and I'd contact these 100 leads and I'd build a whole campaign around these apps. Never mind the leads. I would tell all these people, people that have jobs, people that are on welfare, people that are opting in, looking for a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, I would tell them you can make money for free just sharing these apps, get their attention. I take those 100. I'm telling you what I would do. If I wanted to make $300-400 a day, I would just contact all these leads and I would tell them specifically, I'm going to change and save your life. No business opportunity attached to it if you don't want it. All you do is you share this lead and this app. Every time you share this app and somebody activates it, you get $30. You have 10 people activate that app today and use it, you got $300 in your pocket. No recruiting, no sponsoring, no sales pitch, all free. This is like manna from heaven for anyone that's got any intelligence in their head. I'm telling you, you're going to save people thousands of dollars in their daily expenses. And it's like people don't realize this, but in order to live and breathe on planet Earth, you got to pay a price. Living on this planet, sucking oxygen, you're paying a price every single day. You just don't know it. All right. So great things are happening. So here's something else I just want to share with you. I'm really excited. I wanted to share something with you today, but I thought it was the wrong time and space, and I'm just waiting for one thing to happen. The CEO of this company is presenting our business plan as we modified it over the last couple of days to the attorneys. The attorneys are in California. They're looking at the business plan. They have to give us the green light. And if we get the green light, we've got the most powerful marketing concept in the world today for the average person in an MLM style program. I have no problem telling you that. I can't show you that today. I wanted to show you that today, but I'm going to make it a big announcement instead. I've never seen it in my 45 years, but man, it is a game changer beyond game changer times 1,000. It's everything you could ever want in a utopic environment in the MLM industry. All right. But right now, as we sit here today, I have to show you our dual team, what I call a twin turbo payout example. Now, there's a rumor out there on the internet that they're seeing this thing called the Nitro-line, right? The thing called the Nitro-line. So what do you think the Nitro-line is? Do you think it's a James Bond secret weapon or something like that? No, the Nitro-line is a nickname that I came up with for a left and a right leg in a binary. 2 words in the dictionary, just Nitro-line. We could have called it power leg. We could have called it power line. We could have called it lollipop. We could have called it, we could have called it chicken sandwich. We just put the name Nitro-line on it. So what happens is a binary is really the only real compensation plan that you can make this customized software optimize itself with. You can't do it in a matrix. You can, but you can't do it efficiently. You don't do it in a unilevel. You don't do it in a stair-step breakaway. You don't do it in an Australia 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 6 up, whatever it is. All the various different pay plans out there. So the way this works is when you come in for free, you have the opportunity to bring other people in for free. And what we do, it's kind of like, have you ever seen Formula 1 race cars line up waiting for the green light so they can accelerate? Well, that's exactly what it is we're doing here. We're lining up a database globally, worldwide, front and a left side to the track. Multiple legs are being developed. They're called Nitro lines. And the really cool thing about it is when the green light goes on, people can activate and pay. And that'll be happening here sometime in the near future. So if you had 1,020 business volume in your left leg and you had 1,500 in your right, excuse me, the way the system calculates is it takes a look at the lesser volume leg, not the bigger volume leg, but the lesser volume leg. And as it sits right now, this will probably change just a little bit. And as it sits right now, 25% will be paid out on the lesser leg or the 120. So if you're to go 25% of 120 with your calculator, that works out to a paycheck of $255. And that's with a really small number of 1,020. We've got some people here that are not at 1,020. We've got some people here that are over 70,000. So figure out what 25 would be of 70,000. I have no idea, but it's enough to probably go to Starbucks for the rest of your life and buy a Bentley or something like that. That'd be pretty cool, right? So anyhow, and that could be monthly. I'm talking about monthly lifetime residual income. And then the right team, what you do is you take the 1,500, you subtract the 120, and you bank 480. This is not a 1/3, 2/3 binary. This is not a 50-50 balancing binary. It's a 1 and 1. You basically qualify by sponsoring one on your left and one on your right, and then focus on your weaker leg. Whatever you want to do there. And you're banking 480. So if the right leg becomes your weaker leg, you got 480 going into there as well too. Banked. Pretty brilliant stuff when you see how this works, all right? So now, there are multiple ways to make money, and this is only going to get better once we get the green light approval. We do have matching bonuses. We do have 3-tier fast start the very first month. There's a 3-tier fast start. You get 30, and then you get 5 and 5. 30, 5, and 5 in the very first month. All right. And then the global loyalty pool bonus is going away. It's going to blow your mind what you see, what replaces that. I am just so, man, my hands are shaking right now. I'd love to tell you what they are. The accelerated dual team bonus I just showed you. In the lead store, you can make money selling leads to all the dysfunctional marketers out there that are losing money joining all these business opportunities. You can be the savior. You can be the second coming to the MLM community. And I love what Dave Dubbs said. We were talking about something on the call the other day, and I said, make America great again, based on the theme. And then Dubbs, he always does this. I don't know where he comes from, but he screamed out and he said, make MLM great again. You know, and then he got this hat made. So MLM's been pretty trashy for a number of years for a lot of people. And we really do want to make MLM great again. And we need your help to do it. And it's free to, you know, be a part of a great team. So the Nitro-line, the myth, the legend, whatever else goes along with that, the story, the chapter, the book, everyone's wondering what the Nitro-line is. All the review companies out there on the internet are taking a shot at it, giving people misinformation. They have no idea what they're talking about. They're all trying to figure out what the Nitro-line is. There's very few people in the world that know what the Nitro-line is. The Nitro-line's a nickname. That's all it is. They're trying to psychoanalyze it like it's like something unique. But it's, you know, anyhow, the Nitro-line is basically a multitude of legs that germinate and develop from each and every single one of us. So it's like new branches on a tree. So the Nitro-line is just a nickname. We're in the business of making money, giving away free money with life-saving applications as well too. You can lock in a free position. We've got the best marketing tools to make this happen. Not too many companies pull in almost 30,000 people in just a matter of, I don't know, 12 days. You know, that's pretty cool. We've got very powerful videos that are drawing people in left and right. So that's an exciting time. We're living in an exciting time and space right now because we are the fastest growing business opportunity in the world right now. And everyone's looking at us like, oh my God, who are these guys? So the Nitro-line, what is it? It's a nickname for a piece of software. So we have a binary, and then we have a very unique piece of software that makes magic here. All right, this is what makes the binary in this thing work. To be truthfully honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the binary. People know that, but I'm a big fan of the binary now to make this software work. So what we did is we took the binary and we coupled it with a custom piece of software that creates a fear of loss. This is kind of like a video game. All the other compensation plans in the industry are monotonous, boring, dead, flat, 30 years outdated. This is the wave of the future. You don't promote through 30-day money-back guarantees anymore. You promote for free, and you build a database first, and then you execute a monetary processing, provisioning that has to take place. But with the software, you want to make sure there's some really cool dynamics bouncing around in your compensation plan. Because when you come in and like 30,000 other people come in, like I'm talking about now, hypothetically speaking, nobody's paid anything. But at some point, 30,000 people are going to consider paying. And where you fit in that line is very unique and very exciting. Let me show you why. Because people are still pouring in potentially underneath you, depending on where you are. You have the opportunity to build a multitude of power lines, right? So people are still coming in. You could have 3 people underneath you. You could have 3,000 people underneath you. You could have 17,000 people underneath you. You could have 2 people underneath you. It doesn't really matter. It all depends on the momentum driven by your upline. So for example, we started this with nobody in the program. We built it from scratch. Somebody had to start it and we did it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So when we're actually up and running and money is being provisioned and processed, this is how the calculations work. Every Thursday night, which is tomorrow night here in North America, I understand it's probably Thursday in some parts around the world right now, but every Thursday night, New York time, North American time, the system cuts off at 12 midnight. And it calculates the downlines or the lineage of the nitro legs, every nitro leg that it sees in the system. And so you've got all these people in there in a group. And the ones that have paid before the cutoff on a Thursday night, all the ones that have paid advance forward, and all the ones that did not pay in that weekly cycle get pushed down. So the downline becomes the upline, and the upline becomes the downline because some people fell asleep. They ate too much bread with margarine and dipped it in a lot of olive oil, and they fell asleep on the couch and they forgot about it. You know, when you eat and you want to sleep, well, that's what happens when you eat too much. You fall asleep. So all these people bypass. So you could have 300-400 people bypass you and lose out on $3,000-$4,000, $300-400, $200-400, $500, $600, $700, $800, I don't know, whatever it is. I mean, I've seen people lose out on $8,000 in a past business opportunity because they never ever did get qualified. And all they had to do was put 2 people in before in a different deal back in 2014. Some people aren't smart. I got to tell you, I'm not sure how people got through quality control when they landed here on planet Earth sometimes, man. But I got to tell you, this is going to weed out those that probably shouldn't be here. And veterinarians come in handy every now and then. So anyhow, this is going to be really cool. It's going to be really exciting. I'll give you another look at it here. Each and every week, if you allow people to bypass you, you might have lost out on $300-400, $4,000. Who knows? Maybe even more, maybe even less, potentially speaking. But at some point, we all have to wake up and say, hey, man, you know what? Nobody's passing me. Lock in your $69.95. Company takes in fiat currency. Company takes in cryptocurrency. Company pays out fiat currency. Company pays out cryptocurrency. And then you can also have all your monthly fees paid for strictly out of your commission check. So you can literally leverage yourself into a very lucrative business opportunity here, paying you 5-6 figures a month, 5-6 figures a year, and it would never cost you anything out of your bank account ever. That's something I'll teach you in the back office too. I haven't paid anything in the last 25, 26 years, 24 years, I can't even remember, to participate in business opportunities anymore. There's a technique called leveraging. No money out of pocket. They should be teaching this stuff. I have no idea why these clowns on the internet that call themselves gurus and experts teach the garbage they do. They're not, at least I'm fascinated by how they rape and pillage people of all this money, but they never teach them how to make money. Isn't that amazing? We're going to teach you this stuff. All right. So to reiterate, when it is time to activate, you can literally get involved in this business opportunity without taking 1 penny out of your pocket. $69.95 a month would never, ever, ever have to come out of your pocket if you allowed me to teach you. I can show you the magic to marketing. Digital Hacks Library, I would pay $69.90. As a matter of fact, I would pay $5,000 for that Digital Hacks Library. Per year, I'd pay $5,000 to hang out with the guys that are going to be training me. $69.95 a month, that's a better price. We got Friends Lead Store. Nobody else in the world is doing this. One of a kind, you're able to make money. The biggest money to be made in this industry is selling the tools, not building the businesses. We've coupled that into this for you. The tools is where it's at. I have friends of mine that are lead brokers and they've made millions of dollars, live in big houses because they've watched all these people failing on the internet. And what they've done is they've sold leads. LinkedIn Bio Savings Club. This is the guardian angel. This is like the second coming to me. Like this is gonna put thousands of dollars back into families' pockets that can't deal with the economy, that are struggling with inflation. Military families around the world, husbands, wives, gone to different countries around the world, college, university students. You see that one area there, LinkedIn Bio? Put a college or university student in front of me, give me 60 minutes with them. I can teach them how to become a dorm room millionaire in less than 47 minutes. You can time me on a clock. They just have to decide whether or not they want to do it. We should be teaching these kids to become dorm room millionaires, not dorm room debt owners when they come out of school. The educational system, the way it's structured today for young kids today, thank God my kids are not going to college or university. They got a higher degree than they could ever get there. The really beautiful thing about this is, we teach prosperity. We don't teach what the world teaches, poverty. There's no poverty here. All right. And these are principles that are not taught. You want to learn this stuff here. So we can create a better world, a better community, a better environment for people that are conscientious, enthusiastic, and willing to get rid of their stinking thinking and their jaded attitudes. Put them in a room with me for 1 minute. We'll fix them pretty quick. All right. Honestly, your life's not worth living if you're not living in a positive environment. That's the way I look at it. That's just my philosophy. You don't have to buy into it, but that's just where I'm at. So that's why we created the Magic to Marketing. We got friends. So with that, make sure you get into our Facebook group. Very important. Get back to the person that was kind enough, smart enough to put you on this call, wise enough to invite you. Make sure you get connected to somebody in here. It's really important. You will never have this opportunity again. Mark my words, circle your calendar, say Val Smith said this on this date. You will never have this opportunity again. We are not going to be launching this again in a year from now, 2 years from now. You have the opportunity to be at the beginning of a legacy company, history in the making. History in the making. Mark my words. We're excited about what's going on here. We're excited about the humanitarian mission behind this. And this is something that should be adopted by every college, university, anywhere in the world, if they were smart enough to basically add something like this to their curriculum. Anything else, forget about it. The money's here. Love you all in spirit. Have a wonderful day. Appreciate your time, effort, and energy. So once again, on behalf of the Academy, on behalf of my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters, and appreciate you. Bye for now.